It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
It's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year. You can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this contest.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front. Because they're not always getting 5-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room,
Makes the grab and room to run. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quick handoff. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. He is in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Trojans offense will now get its first chance with the football. This offense will be led by Jaden Mayava. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are 2 really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the triggermen, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put trust in your teammates to get it done.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires on the move. And incomplete on the deep ball. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go right back to the run. Finding some room. The 30, the 20. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Just feeds the running back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Maiyava at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to target.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. He's got him this time. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Keeps it himself. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Maiyava. Under fire. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, USC. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressure.
Snags it, and there's running room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move the...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Jackson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Jackson. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Fighting Irish trying to make it 10 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they're a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Trojans head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the air, it's Mayava. Looking left. Makes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
High the chains now on second and long. The run inside. It's Jordan. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He'll try it again. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going to the run, it's Miller. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On the ground with the counter. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Smashes it between the uprights. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. To throw, it's Mayava. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And here they come almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. And he's dragged down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Nice move to keep running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Makes it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. On the delay, it's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Whoa, 22. Hey, move.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Miller with the ball. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Just over a minute to go, all tied up, guys. Are we going to get a finish here or headed to overtime?
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start.
Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Sayin. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Makes it past the marker. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cross. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go right back to it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
As a defense. You're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash, and maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead. Leading seconds.